you unfold the options, right, and then you shut up. And in this case, in this particular call, this guy, he was all in right away, no doubt, or did he go?
And he went, yeah. He was like, wow, that's a lot of money.
I thought I wanted to buy a car. I just did.
Yeah. So and I don't talk. Once I give him the price for the top option, and I've explained to him that's what he asked for, I stop talking. If there's a statement made, I don't respond to it. The only time I respond if there's a question. And I'm like, God, that's expensive. Why is the price so high? Well, and you start going into it. So he read over the other options, and he was. I mean, we sat there for probably 25 minutes in just dead silence. And at first, that used to be really uncomfortable. Now I just know that I won. I just don't know which one I've won.
Yeah.
And so he kept going back to the top option, asking questions about that one, asking questions about the second, the third.
So he goes, well, what did he say? What was the risk? Like, he asked a question. What was the question he asked? Why is it this expensive?
Yeah, he's like, oh, why is it? Why it's so expensive?
So what do you say to that?
And his situation, I'm like, well, there's a lot of time that's going to be spent in your house, and we're going to be here for at least 5 or 6 days. Your house is massive. That's what it comes with. You've got 2 panels, so materials are expensive. We also have overhead. I'm not the only employee that works here. We got a bunch of guys. We have insurance. We got fuel to pay for. There's a lot of things to consider more than just what you have in your house. And he was a business guy, so he understood. And that was pretty much the only question he asked. And then he asked if he could think about it. And this is where I started having fun, because we've already closed that objection a long time ago. We closed that objection when you agreed to do everything an hour and a half ago. I was there for almost 5 hours. We'd already closed that one. I already asked you if someone else needed to be present. And the answer was no. I'm making decisions. Okay.
You brought it up, definitely.
He did. I really got to talk to my wife. I really got to think about this. I'm like, well, can I give you a couple things to think about? He's, sure, I guess. I'm like, awesome. Well, I'm going to go put your panel cover on. So I went over the whole safety thing again. Think about the safety. I was like, I know you're going to think about price. Let's not think about price. Let's think about the safety aspect of this, the longevity of the parts that we're putting in, the fact that you said you're going to die in this house, you're not leaving. Let's make it right. I'm going to go put your panel cover back on. I'll be back in 15 minutes. So I'm setting a timeline.
Yeah.
You get to think about it for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
After those 15 minutes, I'm going to come back in and we're going to get you on the schedule. Sound good? Yeah. Okay.
That's exactly what you said.
So I'm say, right.
It's great. Yeah.
I'll go back out there and I'll put the panel cover on. Sometimes I'll tell them too, I'm going to go out there, put this panel cover on. I'll be back in 15 minutes. I'm going to make a material list for option 1. When I come back in, we'll get you on the schedule. Just assuming that that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And I'll go out there. I'm not making a material list. I'm not doing that yet. I'll take some pictures and get some stuff ready for it. Yeah. But we came back in and he goes, he's like, man, I really got to talk to my wife. And I go, I got all day to wait. I don't. It's 5 o'clock. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I want to go home.
Yeah.
But 45,000, we'll sit around for a minute.
Absolutely.
He's like, let me do this. He's like, can you guys just hang out for like a half hour? I'm like, yeah. So he left. His wife's a doctor. He went and bugged her at her office.
Really?
Came back with a check for $23,000, whatever it was.
Wow. Well, he trusted you enough to leave you at home alone.
Well, we went over our commitments. I'm drug tested, background check. I'm not going to steal your junk,
Yeah.
So we're good.
So were you, that was a good win.
It was a good win. Yeah. It was exhausting, but we made it through. That was a long night, but it was fun.